What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Godzilla vs. Kong, Playmates, Battle Roar Godzilla, and Battle Roar Kong figures. These are some of the newer Godzilla vs. Kong figures released. I found these at my local Walmart. Really cool. I found a few of them in stock, and then I found I believe it was the 13-inch light and sound Kong figure with the battle axe. Really cool. But I am trying to collect the smaller figures right now and trying to be on a budget, not to get some of the bigger ones, but I may get those and pick those up later. That is if they are still there or restocked, hopefully. But it's just a matter of being there on time to get them, since everyone is always getting them. So really cool looking figures. Here we have the Godzilla. Really cool in the packaging. And then we got the Kong right here. Packaging is the same orange packaging we got before. Turning around the Godzilla, we can see we got the Godzilla and the Kong. Similar packaging, exact same, except Kong's has this giant hole in the back of his. So really cool. As you can see, they showed the little lights and sound features, have some description of the characters. Really cool. And yeah, I really like these figures already, just looking at them in the packaging. So can't wait to get them open up and ready to review them. As well, we got the blockbuster movie little labeling right there. And it requires 3-button cell batteries. They are also included in the figures, I believe, but really cool. So here we have the Godzilla and Kong figures out of the packaging. Really cool. So let's start with Godzilla. He does have some articulation. So really cool looking figure. So we could see he has some jaw movement. Well, let's move his little jaw right here. Yum. And then you could see the articulation on the arms. Really cool. Moves all the way around. Same for the other arm. His legs are limited since it's a little bit thicker right here by his thighs. So really cool. Still, nonetheless. Translucent dorsal plates. You could see the variation. The tip is more translucent than the rest. Kind of get that more glimpse of the translucent plastic at the tip more than the bottom or the other spikes. And as well, the tail does have some nice paint application, though they are not translucent or transparent like the main parts. Godzilla does look really cool. So looking more at that detail of Godzilla. Turning the light off a little bit more to focus more on his lighting. So he does look like he is swimming in a sort of way, if you do put him this way. So really cool looking figure. I wish it lit up though, but that's for the bigger 18-inch figure. But it does have some potential for it, and customizers might be able to do something with. But looking at Kong, we'll get to the roaring features really soon. So for Kong, getting past the articulation, really cool looking figure. Most of the Kong figures don't have leg articulation right here, at the upper part of his legs, but this one does. Those articulate really far. When I was opening mine out of the packaging, I was really afraid that mine was going to be broken for the figure, because I kind of pulled on the legs and you could see it kind of does push down a bit. But the paint application is really nice as well. It matches very well for this figure. Has some nice scratches and some holes right here, which I'll try to show more of. So that is one of the kind of messed up things about the figures. You do see some holes, but it's worth it for the feature, I guess. And he does have some rubbery parts on his rubbery skin. Godzilla does not have any rubbery parts for this figure, at least, and Kong does. Really cool. The face looks a little bit inaccurate, but it's worth it for the rubber effect or the feature. So when you're moving him around as well, his elbow does move some parts of his arm. This part is rubber right here, surprisingly. It looks like they cut off another part of the Kong figure. It looks a little bit mismatched right here. I wish it was more blended in, so it looks like more part of Kong's body, but still works. And on the back here, you got a little screw right there for the batteries. Really cool. And a button to press him. So nice back details as well. Nice features, and here's the raw feature. So, works out pretty cool. I like him a lot. He is a little bit harder to stand than Godzilla due to his feet, and Godzilla has feet with a tail, and Kong does not have a tail. But you can find a way with the articulation to pose him properly. Just adjusting the feet a bit. See if I twist these a bit. This way if he'll focus or position better. So moving the figure, opening the legs a bit. See if that would work. And twisting the ankles a little bit. Around the ankle area. Pushing the feet out, I wouldn't recommend. But you can get some different poses. It's a kind of weird figure. But I like the concept of it overall. So, getting some better lighting once again. For the figures, we have the Kong and now the Godzilla. So here's the Godzilla, my favorite one by far. I do think they're both really cool, but I'm more familiar with Godzilla. But I do like both characters, but I think I'm more familiar with Godzilla since I grew up with him. And, you know, there's always have been more movies of Godzilla out there, sadly. But, you know, I do like Godzilla's design. And Kong's really, really cool and great characters. I like how they extended Kong's story a little bit and gave a little backstory and history in the Godzilla vs. Kong movie. Don't want to spoil it too much, but here's Godzilla. So if you hold them for a little bit longer, I noticed his roars are different. That is awesome. So really, really cool figures. As you can see, he does have some speaker holes right here in the front of the figure, which is a little downside, and the screw port is right there for the batteries. And he does have some holes, but on these screws, as you can see on the neck. But still okay for a figure like this. It's not too much of a big deal. It's a little bit more than what I would have wanted to pay, but still worth it for the Godzilla and Kong figures. They are about like 14 to 15 bucks, depending on where you live, I believe, or the location. They might vary by a few pennies or a few dollars, but really, really cool. I found these in the US, and they're here now, so I kind of decided on whether I was going to go today to Walmart, but I did find them, so it's just a matter of being there on time, I think. And I did email Walmart asking why they haven't gotten some stocks out. It may be because the people are getting them. A lot of scalpers are getting them. You see all those YouTubers sometimes getting a handful or basket of the figures, and yeah, kind of frustrates me, but you know, what can you do? It's their money, but I wish there would have been a limit to it. At least get 2 figures, have some kindness for some of the other shoppers or Godzilla vs. Kong collectors out there. But, you know, hopefully the Godzilla vs. Kong figures get restocked and Walmart does something more about it. And they aren't really helping since they are selling these figures on their online website for like $60 each. And these figures right now, just alone, are being sold on eBay for 70 bucks, what I see. And that is something I would not want to pay if I seen this in person. But they are really cool figures. They don't disappoint me, you know. I seen them on the packaging. Looks a little bit different. Kong is a different color and looks a little bit different in the face sculpt, but it's nothing disappointing, you know. I really like the figures, and getting one last look at them. Here we have facing off for the last time. It's awesome. So thank you guys again for watching the video. I'll be doing some more videos soon. Hopefully I find the Mecha Godzilla, the Skullcrawler, and some of the other ones such as Warbat and Kong with Fighter Jet. So see you guys on the next video.